Hello, thank you, Jane. Well, we've been hearing about the drought, of course, and one consequence of all that dry weather is a dust devil, as spotted in County Durham yesterday, where temperatures reached 31 degrees Celsius. Now, just to put our weather friend St Swithin into some context for you, this is how long some places in southern England have gone without rain, over 40 days. There are some showers in the forecast, but as with all showers, they'll be fairly hit or miss. They could be thundery in nature. They certainly won't necessarily be everywhere, but there will be some into the start of next week. Until then, of course, we've got this Met Office weather warning in force for extreme heat. An amber warning, second highest level of alert across much of England, as far north as the Pennines into eastern Wales and down towards the southwest of Devon and Cornwall as well. That warning is in place until the end of the day on Sunday. The heat will be uncomfortable for many and, of course, dangerous for some. But it's all change on Sunday. The high pressure moves eastwards. Low pressure starts to show its hand. Now, this area of low pressure will introduce some moist, really quite unstable air, and it will help to spark off some thunderstorms. Eventually, it will introduce some fresher feeling conditions with more of a westerly wind next week. But those thunderstorms are most likely on Sunday out towards the north and the west of the UK, because further south it's still dry and it's still really rather hot as well. If we take a look at the outlook for our capital cities for the next few days, you can see those thunderstorms become a bit more widespread into the start of next week, but because the ground is so dry and so hard, there could also be some flash flooding. Jane.
Now, just before the weather, if you thought you were warm during this heat wave, imagine what it's like if you're covered in fur. This troop of Bolivian black-capped squirrel monkeys at London Zoo have been enjoying frozen ice lollies to try and cool down. And I think I might join them. Well, another hot and sunny day across London, but what's in store for the weekend? Here's Katerina.
Hello there, good afternoon to you. Well, another very hot and sunny afternoon, hardly a cloud in the sky out there at the moment, and an amber weather warning is still in force. That's for extreme heat. That's valid right through until Sunday.
Hello again, a very good evening to you. Well, for now, yet another hot, dry and sunny weekend in the forecast. That amber extreme heat warning lasting right the way through until Sunday. Between now and then, by day, across the capital and surrounding areas, we're looking at widely temperatures reaching 35 degrees. So, of course, potential disruption brought on by that. Tricky to pinpoint at this stage, but chances are those could be thundery downpours, bringing an awful lot of weather in a short space of time. So, of course, falling on hard ground, we could see surface water runoff caused by that, and temperatures start to tail off next week as well.
And Stav, it's set to get even hotter over the weekend.
Yeah, that's right, Tina. The peak of the heat wave, I think, tomorrow, with temperatures around the mid-30s Celsius. Good evening to you. Yes, another very hot, sunny day right across the board, even across much of the northwest of Scotland too. And like I mentioned to Tina there, we're into the middle part of this heat wave. I think tomorrow, Saturday, looks like being the peak of the heat wave. Could be a few showers developing across northern and western areas on Sunday, but it's southern areas where we really do need the rain. Look at that in Odium, 42 days of no rain. That might not sound like a lot, but it is a lot for the United Kingdom.
Let's return now to the heat wave, and it's not just people who've been feeling the effects. Animals too have been struggling as the hot and dry conditions scorch the earth. Alex is on an alpaca farm in Hampshire, in a village that didn't see a single drop of rain last month. Alex, how are they coping?
Well, Gamal, I think you can probably see the problem that we have here. Like in many parts of the country, the ground is incredibly dry and the cracks are becoming so big. I mean, I can pretty much put my hand all the way in there. And, well, as you can see from the skies, there is very, very little grass here at the moment on this farm. And, of course, the alpacas graze on the grass. I mean, that's their kind of main source of food. And because there is no grass, they are now tucking in to their winter stores. And I can tell you that the price of hay in the current situation is all starting to go up, and that could cause a problem for the people here at Penny Bridge Farm.
If it continues as it is, then prices obviously will rise again because the fodder will be scarcer. It will mean more people using up the winter reserves of hay and haylage quicker. But we will be supplementing them with additional feed, and we've also got dried high quality grasses which we'll reconstitute and give to them.
Well, it is going to take a long time for the ground here to recover and also for the grass to come back. What we do need, of course, is rain, and there isn't a great deal of it in the forecast. However, there is a possibility of some thundery downpours as we head through into next week. Let's take a look at those details right now. Well, as you've guessed it, with that extreme heat warning in place, we are in for a pretty hot weekend. However, things will start to cool down as we head into the course of next week. If we take a look at the pressure pattern, you'll see what's going to happen. It's high at the moment, but as we head through the next few days, it really will start to kind of break up, and we are going to see those showers developing across many parts of the country, initially up across the north, but then you'll see quite a few showers developing across the south, and these could be quite heavy and thundery, and that's why the Met Office have issued that warning. As for this evening and overnight, it stays pretty much bone dry in the north and the south. Maybe a little rain to come up towards the northwest, but further south, dry, pretty clear as well. Temperatures holding up, it may be 18, 19, possibly 20 degrees Celsius in places. So an uncomfortable night for sleeping, a warm start to the day tomorrow, and then it won't be long before we see those temperatures shoot back up. Today we saw a high of 35 degrees Celsius in a couple of places across the south, and that is going to be the case as we head into tomorrow afternoon. I think somewhere along the M4 corridor between Bristol and London, we could see highs of maybe 36 degrees Celsius. It's also going to be a similar picture as we head into Sunday, but up towards the northwest, that's when you will notice some showers starting to develop. And as we head into next week, things do start to turn a fair bit cooler, a downward trend in the temperatures down to the low 20s by the end of next week. Well, stay safe over the weekend. As you know, that extreme heat warning is still in place until Sunday. As I say, try not to go out during the midday heat if you can.
Thanks very much, Victoria. Good evening to you. Well, it's been another very hot day today. Temperatures reached at 34 degrees across parts of the southeast, and it stays very hot and sunny into the weekend as well. So we do have our extreme heat warning, our amber warning, still in force for our region up until around Sunday. It's going to be another very hot day throughout Sunday as well. But then it's all changed. As we start to see this area of low pressure move up from the south, it will put more humidity in the atmosphere, but it'll also start to set off showers and thunderstorms. Most of them, I think, Monday into Tuesday, northern and western areas. Then we could see something a bit more substantial on Tuesday. So not very useful rainfall, I think, because it won't be frontal. It won't be on a frontal system. It'll be in the form of showers, so they could be quite hit and miss. But it'll certainly be turning cooler as we move through next week.
Enjoy your evening. Bye-bye.